It's Tuesday, February 11th, and time for your Barbados Today Morning News Update. Tax defaulters beware. The Barbados Revenue Authority warns stringent measures are coming for landowners and other taxpayers who refuse to make good on their payments. Acting Revenue Commissioner Wayne Ford disclosed that the current compliance rate for payment of land tax was about 65%, and he said the measures would be put in place before the end of the financial year to address the issue.
If you come in to me, it is better than I have to go for you. So yes, you will hear more about this in the, I guess, before the end of the financial year, but we are putting measures in place.
And of course, people can still come into the office and pay.
Yes, people can still come into the office. People can still come in and make arrangements. You see, although tax collectors, even through history, have been given a bad rap, we are not ogres. And we appreciate that sometimes people may not have the wherewithal to pay at one time. But if you come in, you speak to us, we will make arrangements to clear out your obligations. Now, if we don't hear anything from you, we have to go after you, which we will be doing in very short order, then the consequences will be a bit more dire.
While Ford could not say offhand the amount of money owed or for what period, he hinted that another land auction could soon be on the cards.
And we will be we'll be adopting some measures, tax collection measures. Some may be a bit stringent for the populace, but they are coming. You see, for land tax is one that is easier in that for every account, it's a physical property that if you do not pay within 60 days after the end of the financial year, the authority has the right to put it up for public auction. Now, you've seen that recently there were about 24 properties, and most of those persons would have come in and made arrangements. And it appears that some people need a little push. In the coming months, you will see an increase. Not even attempt, we will be increasing this effort, and more properties will be put up for sale.
Ford sounded the warning during yesterday's launch of a new avenue through which land tax payments could be made due to a partnership between the BRA and Cave Shepherd Card Services. Protective medical face masks and surgical masks are in great demand in Barbados following the outbreak of the coronavirus in China. In fact, pharmaceutical companies are complaining that the products are now in short supply. Furthermore, officials tell Barbados Today global demands for the products are making it extremely difficult for importers and distributors to source them, resulting in sharp price increases. Our Karim Smith has more on that story.
Paul Gibson, a pharmacist and distributor of pharmaceutical products, described the demand on masks as extraordinary, even from private citizens who are requesting boxes of the products for their homes. Gibson described the run on masks as a worldwide occurrence, noting that efforts to acquire the N95 and M95 masks from his overseas suppliers were unsuccessful. The pharmacist also pointed out that Barbadian businesses were competing with millions of people from China, a large producer of the products, and the place where the coronavirus is most prevalent. Elsewhere, owner and chief pharmacist of Better Health Pharmacy, Renee Brathwaite, has also struggled to acquire the priced commodity despite overwhelming interest from customers. She added that efforts to gain more information from local distributors have been futile, but admitted that since the virus was not an immediate threat to the country, much of the panic is unnecessary. This was the consensus at the nearby RX Solutions Pharmacy and Wellness, where pharmacist Chantal Clark has been receiving queries on a daily basis about the masks. She suggested that a lack of knowledge was causing an overreaction and encouraged citizens to seek information from credible online sources like the World Health Organization's website. She added that while the N95 mask is said to provide the greatest level of protection, people are simply satisfied to have any mask. Instead, she suggests that simple practices like regular hand washing, increasing vitamin C, and consuming more fruit would be much more effective. Kareem Smith for Barbados Today.
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is expected in Bridgetown for talks next week. Prime Minister Mia Mottley made the disclosure during yesterday's launch of an initiative designed to improve diagnosis, treatment, and care for children affected by cancers and serious blood disorders. The initiative is led by the Hospital for Sick Children in Toronto. While Ms. Mottley did not go into details about the Canadian Prime Minister's visit, she explained that building such partnerships was necessary in the face of persistent global challenges.
This Monday, we have the opportunity to thank you as Canadians and to thank the Sick Kids Foundation and to thank the High Commissioner. And next Monday, I think we'll do the same thing with the Prime Minister of Canada. So when he is here with us. So we are conscious that we are building on relationships that go way beyond our lives. This goes to show you that the relationship between our countries is centuries long. And I'm happy to report that the temperature of that relationship is a good temperature. It is not in any means at risk of catching any kind of the unfortunate problems that are facing the world today. And we look forward to working with our Canadian partners, not just in the area of healthcare or philanthropy, but in a number of other areas of development, particularly the climate crisis, which is bedeviling all of us at a rate and in a way that is really frightening sometimes.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
It's Festive Friday at the Bridgetown Night Market at Pelican Craft Center. Kick off the weekend this Friday from 4 p.m. to midnight with loads of food, drinks, and entertainment. Get ready for Crop Over with the Rhythm Roots Street Parade. Party like it's Kadooman Day on the street around Pelican Village with costume reveler, music, and more. It's Festive Friday. It's Festive Friday at the Bridgetown Night Market at Pelican Village Center from 4 p.m. to midnight. Admission free.
To developments from the region, law enforcement authorities in Trinidad and Tobago say they are leaving nothing to chance during Carnival celebrations. In fact, National Security Minister Stuart Young tells the public to expect some inconvenience when entering the city. We get more in this report from TV6 News.
This Carnival Monday and Tuesday, it'll be all hands on deck, literally and figuratively. National Security Minister Stuart Young says, prepare for the possibility of a pat-down if you're entering the capital city.
When you're coming into Port of Spain, we will be doing, meaning the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service will be doing the stop and search exercises. Improper policing and in attempts to make it a safer carnival and a safer Trinidad and Tobago, persons will be inconvenienced. The Trinidad and Tobago Defence Force will also be working with the police service. I've mandated them and instructed them. We want to see their visibility and their presence, in particular, Carnival Monday and Tuesday.
Young says the public can also expect the municipal police to take a more active role this season, as they will be out in full force alongside the members of the TTPS and TTDF. Their efforts are to be further augmented by the implementation of technological apparatus.
And finally, U.S. officials are reporting that the number of troops suffering from traumatic brain injuries following an attack on a U.S. base in Iraq in January has risen to 109. The figure is a significant increase from the 64 injured service members previously reported by the Pentagon. More in this report from Reuters TV.
More than 100 U.S. service members have been diagnosed with traumatic brain injuries as a result of the January 8th missile strikes by Iran on an Iraq base housing U.S. troops. The Pentagon confirmed in a statement that so far 109 U.S. service members had been diagnosed with mild traumatic brain injuries. This disclosure comes after a Reuters exclusive on Monday revealed that the number of cases was actually more than double the number first reported. The Iran missile strikes came in retaliation of the US killing a top Iranian military general, Qasem Soleimani. The news of the injuries diverged from what US President Donald Trump and other officials said immediately after the strikes, which was that no US service members were killed or injured.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit us at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.